Good morning, 1st of February, carrying on part 2 with the brakes and electronic parking brake repairs. Yesterday I banged my fingers. It's a bit swollen and I can't bend it very well, and a bit yellow and a bit purple. Anyway, I'm going to do some tidying up. I've had a new angle grinder come. I bought it off Amazon. So it's the same as the other one I bought last time, so we'll get that set up and we need to do some tidying up. Yeah, and get arranged. Bit of tidying first, I think, and then we're going to get working on getting this parking brake module out and the cables out. Right, this bit's for me. So we started working on the emergency release for the EPB. We've got it unclipped. From up there we've got the prop shaft, or the exhaust heat shield off for the fuel tank prop shaft. We've got it out of underneath the cabin. We've got it unclipped along here, and then it comes over the top of this cross member, and it's, if I can get my hand up here, I can't get my hand up here, I need a pointy thing, hang on. So it's this in here, and it goes into that clip just above the exhaust mount, so I can get a better light on it. There you go, so it goes into that clip, so it's that silver one just there. So I need to unclip that next, and then we've got to undo 2 nuts and bolts to the cable up there. They're all rusted. It's quite crusty under this bit, so yeah, we need to get that out. Let's see if we can get that out. That. And then, so that's that unhooked, and then just down here, so we can pull that through, feed that through. So next we're going to try and get that nut out, or that bolt out should I say, which holds the driver's side handbrake cable as it goes over the top of the chassis leg into the handbrake module. Tell you what, there's not a lot of room for these blooming bolts. Be a damn sight easier on a lift. I haven't got a lift. Be a damn sight easier over the pit. It's not over the pit. Well, that's going to be a problem because that head is all rusted off to the point that nothing fits on it. It's a 10, I think, or I think it was a 10, but it's just rusted completely. So that bolt's going to be awkward to get out. There's not a lot of space. This one, similar. That one up there, similar. More plus gas. Right, so this is driver's side. That nut there. That one. We have to grind the head off. That one won't come undone. I've had more grips on it. I've had rounded nut extractors on it. Yeah, that one I'll have to grind the head off. This side, same. This is passenger side. I've just moved that wiring harness that was stuck. That one there, I'm going to have to grind the head off that as well. So we'll do those two first. We're going to grind those off now. That's that head off. Now that one should come now. Sorry about the light, I'm just trying to avoid too much light. Try and do it off camera. What's that one? I'll have to knock the bolt out. There we go. That's going to be rattling around in the chassis. This side, I can't get the blooming finger sander up there. So that's going to have to be with the die grinder, that one. This one. I'm going to have to get the die grinder on that one. So it'll take longer. This didn't take too long because I had 40 grit sandpaper. I wonder if I can get at that from a different angle. Try it from a different angle. See if we can get at it. That's that one off. Bit sketchy. Had to do it with the angle grinder without the guard on and use a cutting disc to slowly grind it down and then chisel it off. So my new angle grinder without the guard, not recommended at all. Right, putting the guard back on. 50% of them done. Should only be 3. I think there's 4. I think there's 2 each side on this one. Got into the book and the new cables, there's only 2 on the left hand side, 1 on the right hand side. I think there's 2 both. Anyway, I'm going to go and have some lunch. Trying to stop my hands from getting as dirty. Ready for work tomorrow. Right, see you after lunch. So I think we're about to get another one out. I'll try and get a spanner on it. So that spanner's on it. Yeah, presto. Another one. Bit rusty. Looks a bit bent as well, actually. It is, that's bent. Why is that bent? That shouldn't be bent. It's got no load on it. Anyway, need to replace that. Now, one more. We've been at this all day. It's now 2 PM. Started about 9. Stopped for lunch and a couple of little bits of coffee. Got 3 of these 4 nuts out, and I've got stuff in my eye. The other side, can't get at. The rear air conditioning lines are in the way. What a pain the rear air conditioning is. I'll show you. I know the light's not good. Those are the rear air conditioning lines up there. And then they come along there, along that sill. And then we need to get a hole up there. Up there. Can't get anything on it. Gonna have to make a tool. Right, passenger side rear, left hand rear wheel arch. That's the bolt in there. Let's get the light. This is the bolt just there that I need to get. That one. I can't get on it because of the air conditioning lines the other side. Can't get on it from this side. I think I might need to make a tool because I can get a spanner on it, but I can't get enough leverage on it to undo it. That's my final one, apart from undoing the ones on the actual mechanism itself. What a faff. What a faff. So I can get a spanner on it, but I just can't undo it. I can't get enough leverage on it to get it going. Because I can only fit my fingertips on it, 3 fingertips, 2 or 3 fingers. Maybe I just wait till I replace these brake lines and then undo that there, move that, unclip that, that should unclip. That's the rear air suspension valve thingy. Think. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to make a tool up. Make it easier. Let's see what I can do. So what I need is a 10mm ratchet spanner like that. But one with the flick adjust to go whichever way. And then weld the socket on. This is an old split socket, I could use that. Weld that on there. And then I should be able to use that with 1/2 inch drive. And do it, shouldn't I? Gonna have to buy something though, I think. Yes, I'm going to leave it at that for now. Go and shop on Amazon and see what I can come up with. But that, I can't believe it's bent. Why would that be bent? Right, I need to order some of these anyway. So it's Monday night, after work, just about 5 PM. So yesterday I spent 5 hours getting 5 bolts out. That was the last one I got out. I had to get it out with the like vice grips, a tiny bit of a turn at a time, all the way out. So these 2 are out from the bracket because I was trying to remove the bracket that holds the park brake actuator in. I thought it might give me a bit more space. Got 2 out, not going to be able to get the other 2 out. a joke, innit? That was ridiculous, that one. Anyway. So I bought this kit from Amazon. So it's one of these ratchets with a handle that you can interchange. So I've got 10. We're going to try that and see if it fits. And then if it does, I'm going to solder a socket on instead of a handle. And then I can put a 1/2 inch drive on. So we're going to see if that will go on. So we're in there where the spanner's on. So now can you see how that's on there? So if I can get basically an extension on this, and then I can get a bit of a turn, but it's going to be awkward because if that slips it's going to round it off, and then if I round it off I can't get it out. But yeah, I was thinking if I can get the actual actuator off and then the bracket out, I can maybe get at it that way from the back, get my hand in over the top to get more leverage on the spanner. There we go. So I've just welded that on the, cut the handle off, welded that on the, it's not straight, but if it works I can straighten it up another day. It's gone off slightly. So that's on. There's poor light today, so you might be able to see. Let's see if that works. I'm going to need 2 hands on this, you can't see, so I'll just have to see. It's working. I need to get my other hand on it though. So this is the problem now. We've still got a fair bit of thread to go. The thread started to get stuck. It started to slip on the head. So it started to round it off, which is a thought what might happen. So now I need to get it off, wind it back in if I can, and have another go. Because I can't get it to wire brush it either. Nope, slipping. Won't wind back in either. So, because you could take the top arm out and then you could get at it to drill it out, couldn't you? What a faff. But you have to take the brake line off as well, which I'm going to do anyway. Don't want to take the top arm off. What a pain in the backside. I'm going to have to take our top arm off, aren't I? No. Let's get those bolts soaking, and I bet we're not going to be able to do that because of course you can only get spanners on these top ones here, and if they start spinning, sorry about the flickering on the camera, it's the LED light. Oh dear. Don't know what I'm going to do if I can't get that one out. Think again. So hello, it's Sunday. I see I'm doing this, it's not on that wrist, I've got it on this wrist, there's a reason. I'll tell you, it's Sunday the 8th of February, just gone 9 AM. Yeah, got a tale to tell you. So the last bit of footage you've just seen is from Monday night, I think, where I'd started to round off that bolt on this side, on the passenger side, the rear, trying to get that last bolt out. So basically that's because it's a 12-point socket on a ratchet rather than the 6-sided. They tend to, when you put too much force on, they tend to start to slip and round off the corners of a bolt. So back on Amazon, I've already got one older type of like socket extraction set, if you like, but I bought a new one. I bought this type, the ones that have got this, the more star shape. If I show you a big one like that, whereas my older one's different. I don't know where I've put it. I put it away, but you might have seen it in some of the footage. But that one, I've got them in the wrong way around. There's slips. So that's the 10mm there. So I've got that on 3/8 drive. 3/8 drive ratchet. I got the other two out from the bracket that holds the EPB module in. I've got these two out in 5 minutes, both of them in 5 minutes. So if I'd have had that first on all those others that I've got out, it would have saved me a hell of a lot of time. Anyway, then because I'd moved that, I managed to get that on to that other one that I'm trying to do, and I started to get it to move. I did a bit, and then as I had enough, I went in. That was Tuesday night. I'm sort of pausing because it's all a bit of a blur. I'm just trying to think. Hang on a minute. I'll carry on in a second. So yeah, it got it a bit further, but I was struggling getting through and getting my arm in and getting it sorted. So what I decided was that I need to swap to my other one that I can put a bar on, a tube on, and then I'll be able to do it more. Before I finished undoing those two though, I did take the top two fixings out that go onto the rubbers, but of course it just snapped the rubber mount for the module. So the module's free, I've just got to get that one bolt out and I should be able to then get the module out that side. It comes out driver's side, and then we can get onto that. I've had all the parts come, so I've had the new ball joint come, that's ready to press in. For the hub, for this side, you know, the top ball joint that I damaged, pardon me. So that's ready to press in. Then that can start to go back together. I've had the brake lines come for both sides. I've had the brake hoses come for both sides. What else? Yes, apart from getting that one bolt out, we're ready to almost start to put back together. Oh no, I know what else. Before I managed to get those first two bolts out from that parking bracket, I was trying to get heat on it, and it was just going everywhere. The flame was going everywhere. So I thought, okay, I'll put in some shields of metal, which I did. But even still, after a bit of heat, all of a sudden I had a melted one of the air lines. So I need to fix an air line as well. So I need to, while I'm in here, just check what air line I've got. I've got some 8mm air liner, and I've got some 6. I think it's 8. I just need to check to see if I've got some connectors. I might have some connectors left, but it's just whether they're the correct ones. I need some like a straight connector for connecting to, you know, the push fit ones. I've got a correct cutting tool, which I'll show you, from previously restoring Range Rover Classic with air suspension, so it's similar stuff. But yeah, then Wednesday morning I was woken up. So for those of you that don't know, which is probably most of you, previously in 2014, 2nd of August, I had a heart attack. So I've got 2 stents. Been fine for donkey's years, and I've been feeling rubbish for at least 3 months, but looking back it's probably more than that. Anyway, so Wednesday morning I was woken up with chest pain at 5 o'clock. So it went away, fell asleep again, went to work, felt dreadful at work, so cancelled work, come home, felt dreadful. I had to do it, I wanted to do it from home rather than from work. Came home, check on 111, and of course it says dial 999, so dialed at 999, ambulance turns up, ECG was normal. They're like, we better take you to hospital because of your past history, so grab a day bag for one night. So I grabbed a bag of stuff, into the ambulance, off to the local hospital in Carlisle, on A&E, ECG there was normal, blood test, that was normal. View your past history, we better keep you in and keep an eye on you. So basically, to cut a long story short, I was in for 3 nights. I've had an angiogram there, I've had an echocardiogram. Basically it's just angina. But while I was in having the angiogram, my blood pressure went too low because I was bleeding heavily because of all the stuff they'd given me. and yeah, I started to crash, so they had to give me a load of stuff. And anyway, long story, you don't need to know all that. But basically, I can't do anything for a week. I've got to have a week off work, and I can't do any heavy lifting for a week. So I can't touch the car for a week. And even just simple things this morning, like cleaning my teeth, having a shower, hanging the washing up inside because I've got a load of washing that I needed to do. I feel shattered afterwards and I feel dreadful. And I'm getting more chest pain now, just doing that, than I was before. Hopefully it's just part of the procedure, you know, and it's just like, because they say you'll get bruising. Obviously I get bruising here. Must get bruising in the heart tissue as well where they do that. So hopefully that's all it is, and hopefully I'll start to feel better after. I know that I did feel dreadful afterwards for a bit when I'd had my heart attack and I had to sort of do cardiac rehab. So effectively that's what I'll have to do. I'll have to take it easy for a bit. But yeah, I just wanted to show you those things, update you a little bit as to why there's only a part video and why there's not much else going on. So sorry, that's me leaning on the bonnet. I will carry on with it when I'm feeling more up to it, but I'm going to take this opportunity to wash my boiler suit because it's filthy, and wash my hat, this one, because it's filthy and stuff like that, and this coat, I'll wash the coat as well. So I'll see you in the next video at some point. So I won't do anything in the week obviously, so it'll probably be a fortnight before there's another one. So thanks for watching, take care, look after yourself.